Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tune India Radio. Today, I have Mr. A.R. Rahman and Ehan Bhat here to talk about the upcoming film 99 Songs. My very first question is for A.R. Rahman, sir. Rahman, sir, your music has always been a big part of my life. There's always been a song to reflect the many moods that I've experienced in my journey, and I want to thank you for that. I'm so looking forward to listening to your story. So tell me, what triggered this transition from a music director to a producer and a storyteller?
There's always a fear, should I produce a movie? I don't know anything about it. And I've seen people fall so badly selling the house and studios and everything, composers who try to do movies. But there's also people who have survived, like there's Vishal Bharadwaj who's directing and all that stuff. So abroad also, like the composers who become filmmakers who produce, so that they can express better, because in the movie industry, whether it's Tamil, Telugu or Hindi, there is a certain pattern which I've done songs. It's beautiful. It's reached people. I'm very, very grateful for that. But then I felt like I was getting, because of the Oscars and the exposure to the West, I was thinking, what if I become a producer in a safe way, that I can write my own thing, I can put challenges to myself. So that I excel, I can do things which other people don't know that I can do.
Sure. So you're just challenging yourself and broadening your horizons.
Yeah, it started like that, and then it became, okay, story is nice because story intrigues you, it hooks you. The stories about everything, right? Music also is a story. You see the news, there is a story. You see a movie, there's a story, and that hooks you. So I felt like, what if I tell a story with my sensibilities? I find a director, and then I download that information to him, and we work together to do this movie called 99 Songs. And then I found Vishwesh Krishnamurthy. Then we were working on the script and all the stuff for a year and a half. We did a previs for the whole movie. Then we found Ehan. There were 750, 800 auditions, and we found him on that. We found Tenzin. We found Edelsi. Then we found a producer, because the producer heard the vision and he said, it's really, we want to support you. It's really a nice idea. They heard the stuff. So it was also a nice confidence level for us. Oh, somebody's putting in money because they like this.
Absolutely.
And then Geo came in and they saw 20 minutes of it and they bought the movie.
Wonderful.
And they said we need, but you've done the movie in Hindi, so why don't you do it in Tamil and Telugu also? So make it bigger. So then we said, okay, we expanded the whole thing to Tamil and Telugu. And because it is 3 languages, it took time to complete it.
Sure. So can I ask, was it the storyline that came to you first or was it the music?
The story.
The story came to you first.
Yeah, the story demanded some unrealistic things from me, but I hope I've, come to the...
Doing justice to it? The trailer looks really intriguing and we are so looking forward to this movie here in Australia. But having said that, can I ask, I know you can't give away much, but is it a boy meets girl kind of a love story, or is it a boy discovering music and his love for it kind of a love story?
Okay, actually, it is about love, but it's not plainly about love. So it's like a fairy tale where one guy has to write 100 songs to win a girl, right? And so if you watch the story, there's much more than love. There is, if you look at life also, it's not about going behind something. It's, if you go beyond it, is when you get something. Whether it's music or whether it's a girl, whether it's life, whether it's fame. If fame is the target, you never get fame. You have to go beyond it, and that will follow you. And money is the target, money will never come to you. We go beyond money, and these are wisdom of the world, actually. In every culture there is, and without preaching it, I think cinematically, how can you show this? How can you? So it is not just for music loving people, it is for everyone.
So my next question is with regards to the title. 99 Songs is a rather unusual and interesting title. So what inspired your choice of name for this movie?
I was doing a movie with DreamWorks with Lasse Hallström called 100-Foot Journey. Just when I just locked the script, this movie came in. I said, oh my God, I've got 100 songs and I've got 100-Foot Journey. So people get confused. And I said, okay, take one song off. make it 90. Actually, it is about 100 songs. It is about 100 songs.
It's the 90.
When you watch it, you'll understand what the 100 song is and what it is.
Rahman sir, my next question is with regards to your star cast. Your lead star cast comprises of all newbies. So is there any particular reason why you decided on casting all newcomers?
Tamil, there's a proverb. It says the calf is more fearless than the cow. When I started, I didn't even know that, for each actor there's a prize and the film will be sold according to that. I didn't know anything. I was like, I want to do a movie. I'm fresh from Oscars. I've seen the world. I've seen world fame and everything. And we started like that. And so we gave it all. We didn't say, okay, this is a newbie, so the quality should be low. It is like if Shah Rukh Khan act in this movie, it'll be the same production as Ehan has acted. Or if Amar had to act, or anybody would have acted, like even Ranbir Kapoor, but it would be in the same production. So we gave it all and it was about the movie. It was about the storytelling. It's about our honesty to the art. That's how it is.
So the story is the hero, which brings me to the hero of this film, Ehan. Ehan, welcome, and thank you so much for your patience. Ehan, tell me, what was your reaction like when you realized that you were chosen as the hero for Rahman sir's debut movie?
Honestly, I've been a huge fan of Sir. Me, everyone, all of us, in fact, right?
Yeah.
And it's like it's a dream for any actor in Indian cinema or worldwide to have Rahman Sir on board, for music. And that's what I thought. Like, okay, someday I might get a film which I hope that Rahman Sir gives music to, And then when I got a film which is like produced by this beautiful story is written by Sir, and it's his music, and it's produced also, written also. So it's a dream debut for any actor. For me to start my career with Rahman Sir's name attached to it, and he chose me out of so many hopefuls for the part, and I have no idea. I've never asked myself why. I've just said, okay, fine, this is it. I think it is that how Rumi says, what you seek is seeking you. And I was seeking Sir with all my sincerity and honesty, all my life, And I think...
So the universe conspired to bring you two together.
Yeah, that's why universe comprises to bring you together. And that's...
Teach me that mantra which you I will seek for any other things.
And so it's a dream debut for me. And honestly, I gave it my all, my blood, sweat, all of it to this project. I trained in piano for a period of 1 year.
So that brings me to my next question. Are you a musician in real life, or did you have to train to get the feel of the role?
I am not a musician, but it was Rahman sir's idea to send me to Chennai to become a musician, actually.
Sure.
And I don't think it would have been possible, to start this film and not have any knowledge about music and just shoot it. So whatever he did, it was like a careful planning that he had this idea of sending me and my best friend in the film to Chennai, where he was learning drums and I was learning piano. And also they made us stay together, which kind of helped in our bonding, So everything you see in the film, as I said, this film is about love, singer journey. It's about friendship also. And we trained there in Rahman sir's KM Conservatory in Chennai for a period of 1 year. And after that, Rahman sir sent me to LA to learn acting classes from Bernard Hiller, who just broke this protective bubble I have. And I was explored a new perspective of life, of acting. And so this whole prep was very important for a film like this. It's a story of this guy who goes through transitions of different stages of life. And it wouldn't have been possible, honestly. It is not an easy character to pull off. There are a lot of...
Had you not had this training to back you up, you been?
Yes, if I didn't have this training to back me up. So all thanks to Rahman sir for having this vision of how to how he invested so much time with patience and efforts, and he believed in me to to take me as an actor on board, for his dream project.
Sure, sure. Now, Ehan, we haven't had a chance to meet Edelsi. Edelsi Vargas. Am I pronouncing the name right?
Edelsi Vargas.
Yes.
Yeah. Very beautiful. So, Edelsi Vargas is a ranked newcomer to Hindi film industry, and this is your debut film. So, you know how actors generally feed off each other's emotions and acting skills. You didn't have that. Neither of you had that. So, what was it like working with a ranked newcomer just like yourself?
So actually, like since the whole process of this film was going in that direction of method acting, like Jay plays piano, Jay is a musician, he hangs out with musicians. My best friend was in the film was actually staying with me in Chennai. We used to call each other with the names of Jay and Polo. So I had this idea, how about I start emailing Edelsi also by the name of Sophia. So every now and then I would email her and say, how are you doing? What's up? Stuff like that, so that it helps me to break that bubble, between us, because it's in New York. Yeah. In fact, funny thing happened. I was shooting for a scene where I meet Sophia's father, Edelsi's father in the film, and so I actually texted her, after that. Hey, it was your father is a nice man. It was nice meeting him. So I was trying to play that method game, which helped me a lot to have that emotional bond with her.
So, you lived the role even before you start in the movie.
Yeah.
That's great. I'm sure your hard work is reflecting on the screen as well. Looking forward to watching you. My next question is for Rahman sir. So, Rahman sir, you have placed a great deal of responsibility on Vishwesh Krishnamurthy to breathe life into your story. So, what was the inspiration or what was the reason behind your choice of this director, seeing that it's his debut movie as well?
Because I was a new writer, and I've done music videos. I've seen production, how it's all done.
Yeah.
So I knew from his work that it was very close to what I had imagined for this movie. And he's pretty unique. He's into gaming and gaming visuals. Gaming visuals are incredible. It's all on a game engine. So all that stuff actually, and he's a musician. So he understood what we are trying to do. And then we would, again with the Vishwesh, I took him to the US and we were looking out on certain things and researching and come back. And then again, he came to Boston. So we spent a lot of time together discussing about how to execute this movie. And it's actually, in a way, it's a minor miracle that this movie had come to this level of quality with the budget and with the trilingual thing, with new director, new writer, new hero. So it's fascinating to see that it's going to get released.
Like, as in, did you have any doubts about it? Your name, sir, is synonymous with perfection. Anything you touch turns to gold.
Right, but that's just a composer. In the hierarchy of, you take the power list of thing, there's always producer, director, or actor, actress, and music comes probably fifth or sixth. That's the truth. But not in the hearts of people. For people, sometimes it's number 1, number 2, number 10. It depends.
So sorry, I beg to differ. I know it sounds a bit corny, but Rahman sir, we've always had a chance to listen to your music first. And then some of us have actually made a decision to go watch a movie based on the music that we have heard. So
yeah, I have to give it to the people who work so hard. Because the director's taken so much on its head. And mostly the director's a scriptwriter. And they envision the stuff. They give us all the situations. My job was, even though I got bigger names, my job is smaller because you sit in the studio. It's more a mind game than physical thing.
right.
Here, it's very physical, right? You go to shooting, you have to organize things, you have to get permissions, you got to get the budget, and you have to make sure that they make the money back. There are probably 50x responsibilities than just being a composer.
Yeah.
And then you after all the stuff, people have to like it. It's the biggest gamble producing a movie and writing a movie, for everyone. So the responsibility, sincerity has to be multiple X.
I'm sure the gamble is going to pay off. Rahman sir, thus far you've always provided music on demand of other directors. But this time it's a home production. So was it a little more stress, a little more strain, seeing that it was closer to home for you?
A lot of sleepless nights.
What of
Um,
nights?
Yeah, a lot of sleep. So the thing is, some of the stuff is very unrealistic imagination. From the producer, writer in me to the composer in me.
Uh-huh.
And so that actually pushed me. Sometimes I'm like, will I be able to crack this song? On why do you have to have such a difficult song? But it's already embedded in the script. It's too late to change. Like he's asking, do you have that song which can change the world?
Yeah.
So it is a very humiliating question to any person saying that, like, even if it doesn't change the world, do you have that song which can go to the top,
Yeah, true.
To ask somebody is almost ridiculing his whole existence.
So the roles you were playing with this home production were always in conflict with each other.
No conflict, but it was interesting conflict. It's very exhausting. You feel tired. Oh my God. But that is why I think it took time. It took, 2-3 years to come up with all the tunes, this vision, getting the cast. But it's like a university. You make a movie and you want to do it perfectly. It is like you don't have to go to university. You learn everything. You jump into the sea. You have two choices: one, sink and die, or swim across to the shore.
True.
I took the second one.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today, Ehan and Rahman sir. Really looking forward to watching 99 songs, and I hope to see a lot more from both of you in the future. So good luck
Thank you
you.
so much.
and God bless.
Thank you.